Immunology Insights, Basics and Beyond, Chapter 57, Charles Richet and the Discovery of Anaphylaxis. Marcello here. Welcome back to Immunology Insights, Basics and Beyond. In the previous chapters, we explored how allergic reactions arise, how they can progress into chronic airway diseases like asthma, and how modern therapies, from antihistamines to monoclonal antibodies, help keep these conditions under control. Today, we shift gears and step back into history to meet one of the key figures who helped us understand why severe allergic reactions can be so dangerous. Charles Richet, the French physiologist who first described anaphylaxis. So, let's talk science. Who was Charles Richet? Charles Richet lived from 1850 to 1935 and was a French physiologist, Nobel laureate, and one of the most influential researchers of early immunology. Born in Paris into a scientific family, Richet initially studied medicine and quickly developed an interest in physiology and the body's defense systems, long before immunology was formally recognized as a field. Richet was curious, methodical, and relentlessly experimental. His work spanned thermoregulation, digestion, nervous system physiology, and even psychology. But his most lasting contribution came from a series of experiments that would change our understanding of immune overreaction forever. Let's now look at the somewhat accidental discovery of anaphylaxis. In the early 1900s, Richet studied sea anemone venom and jellyfish toxins with his colleague Paul Portier. The goal was conventional for the time: test whether repeated small exposures might protect animals from a toxic substance, a concept inspired by vaccination, where exposure leads to immunity. What they found was the opposite. When dogs were injected with tiny non-lethal amounts of toxin and later re-exposed, they did not develop tolerance, they went into severe shock and often died within minutes. Richet realized that they had uncovered a new biological phenomenon. The first exposure sensitized the animals. The second exposure triggered an overwhelming systemic reaction. He called the phenomenon anaphylaxis, coming from Greek. Ana means against, phylaxis, protection, a term meant to contrast with prophylaxis, protection through immunization. This insight became foundational for understanding allergic shock, severe IgE-mediated reactions, and the concept of immune sensitization, ideas that still guide allergy research today. Some say Richet actually discovered the immune system's dark side. Richet's experiments revealed a crucial truth. The immune system can harm or kill the host when it responds inappropriately. Today we know that anaphylaxis is driven by, first, IgE-sensitized mast cells and basophils, second, widespread histamine release, third, sudden drops in blood pressure, fourth, airway obstruction from swelling and bronchoconstriction, and fifth, vascular leakage leading to shock. But Richet didn't know about IgE yet. It wouldn't be discovered until the 1960s. His intuition was nonetheless correct. It was not toxicity from the venom, but a reaction of the host to the venom. An internal biological overreaction, one that could become fatal. His discovery provided the conceptual foundation for 1. Modern allergy research, 2. The identification of IgE, 3. The development of epinephrine as emergency treatment, and 4th, venom immunotherapy and today's other sophisticated tools for managing severe allergies and asthma. For this work, Richet received the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1913. Richet also had a controversial side. Richet was brilliant, but like many scientists of his era, some of his pursuits were questionable. He had interests in fringe topics such as hypnotism, telepathy, and psychic phenomena, fields that were fashionable in Parisian intellectual circles at the time but lacked scientific grounding. He also subscribed to early 20th century ideas about hereditary and social biology that are, from today's standpoint, deeply problematic. These aspects of his work have not aged well, but they do not diminish the significance of his core scientific contributions. They serve as a reminder that scientific pioneers often hold a mix of profound insight and era-specific misconceptions. Nevertheless, Richet left a great legacy and has still modern relevance. Richet's work set the stage for everything we now understand about severe allergic reactions. Without his discovery, first, anaphylaxis might have remained a mysterious, unpredictable killer. Second, the concept of sensitization, first exposure priming the immune system, might not have been recognized. And third, emergency treatments like epinephrine auto-injectors might have taken much longer to develop. Our modern framework for allergies, asthma, and IgE-driven diseases would look very different. Beyond therapeutic implications, Richet's findings helped shape the broader concept that the immune system is a double-edged sword, capable of both protection and immense harm. The idea influenced fields far beyond allergy. Autoimmunity, transplant rejection, cytokine storms, and even cancer immunology trace intellectual roots back to the same principle. To conclude, Charles Richet uncovered one of the most dramatic ways the immune system can malfunction. Anaphylaxis remains one of medicine's true emergencies, a vivid example of how immune responses meant for defense can turn catastrophic. In our next chapter, after covering immune system associated malignancies, we now shift the focus to cancer immunotherapies. Some topics like checkpoint inhibitors and CAR T cells were introduced earlier, but here we will deepen and broaden them, exploring next generation strategies and clinical applications. We will start with monoclonal antibodies in cancer treatment. Before closing, I have a small request. If you enjoyed my content and want to hear more, like and subscribe. It's a small step for you, but it helps me a lot. So, thank you for listening and see you next time.